I'm gonna run till my lungs explode. I'm gonna smile at the pain, let the sweat pour and cleanse my soul. No, I don't wanna be just fine, just fine. I don't wanna be just fine, just fine. 'Cause glory doesn't come without a cry.
The whole world is running at the same time across 6 continents. Whatever the weather, night or day, welcome to the Wings for Life World Run 2019. More than 120,000 registered participants are running in one of 12 event runs or using the app. A unique race format with a moving finish line known as the Catch a Car. The world's biggest running event, 323 locations in 72 countries, all for one great cause, finding a cure for spinal cord injury. Sunday, May the 5th, 2019, 11 a.m. UTC. Amateur runners, wheelchair users, celebrities, and the world's best ultra runners hit the streets simultaneously. Hello and welcome to the 6th edition of the Wings for Life World Run. It's 10:45 UTC, 15 minutes until the race is on. Over 120,000 runners are getting ready all around the world, ready to run at exactly the same time. More than 300 app runs, 12 event locations for this year. It promises to be a spectacular race and breathtaking performances are guaranteed. 2018's winner, Vera Nunes, is on a mission to defend her title. And there'll be a completely new male global winner as the 2017 and 2018 global champion, Aaron Anderson, has a new job today.
Hey everyone, this is Aaron Anderson, 2-time Global Wings for Life World Run champion. And this year I'm not doing the race because I'll be reporting from the race here in Zadar in beautiful Croatia.
Six of the reporters will be at the heart of the action across the world.
It's Layla here in Vancouver where we have an organised app run.
Hi, I'm Jan Lüdecke and I will be running in Zillertal in Austria this year. It's freezing cold here.
Hello, I'm Amy Fuller and I'm here in Ypres, Belgium, the city of peace.
Courtney Atkinson here and the night has finally arrived. The 2019 Wings for Life World Run down under here in Melbourne.
Hello everyone, I'm Charlie Webster. I'm here at the organised app run in London. It's a little bit chilly, so we're inside as the runners are getting ready for the start of the Wings for Life World Run.
10 minutes to the start of this global race, with over 120,000 across the globe preparing, but the weather has become the talking point of the race action before it gets underway. And what a difference from 25 degrees Celsius in Rio de Janeiro to snow in the Zillertal of Austria. In the Val d'Ultimo in the Südtirol region of Italy, over 10 centimetres of snow has fallen the night before, testing all of the runners to the maximum. Vienna is the biggest of all the events, and one of the biggest runners taking part is the 2014 and 2015 global champion, Lima Work Ketema. Vera Nunes, the Portuguese global winner of last year, is running through the night down under in Melbourne, Australia. To the Olympic Park in Munich and two of Germany's ultra-distance stars, David Schöner and Florian Neuenschwander, who bring huge support and teams with them to the Wings for Life World Run. The countdown begins.
3, 2, 1, to
And we're off with the 6th edition of the Wings for Life World Run 2019. All starting at exactly the same time around the globe. Over 120,000 runners are on track, covering 6 continents, 323 locations all around the world, and they are all running for those who can't. We go to Zug in Switzerland. David MZ is inspiring thousands with his heartwarming story of courage and bravery. It's a special moment as we witness him taking his first steps, having had groundbreaking treatment supported by the Wings for Life Foundation.
Ich bin da abgesprungen vom Mini-Trampolin. Es war ein Dreifachsalto und dann bin ich unglücklich gelandet und es hat sich angefühlt wie ein Schlag auf den Kopf. Ja, ich bekam keine Luft mehr und dann kam absolute Panik auf. Ich realisierte, was ungefähr passiert ist, keine genaue Diagnose, aber dass das nichts Triviales sein werde. Und da war für mich schon ein großer Schritt, für mich persönlich zu entscheiden, ich mache weiter. Dann 7 Monate Reha und ambulant dann noch 1,5 Jahre länger. Also Grégoire Courtin habe ich kennengelernt 2011 und im 2016 ging dann die Studie los. Ja, war hart und zum Teil auch sehr mühsam.
Put stimulation there, 2.5, got it. Go to 45.
Reduce right hip flexion. Wenn man die Stimulation einschaltet, gibt es ein kribbelndes Gefühl, so ja, wie wenn die Beine eingeschlafen sind und langsam wieder aufwachen. Es ist am Anfang etwas unangenehm, aber mit der Zeit versteht man, dass genau dieses Gefühl dann das ist, was die Motorik ermöglicht, wenn man mit der Amplitude dann hoch genug geht. Die ersten Schritte, da habe ich mich noch gehalten, das war noch nicht so spektakulär. Richtig cool wurde es, als ich wirklich hands-free gehen konnte. Das war schon ein großartiges Gefühl. Ja.
As we whisk you around the world, each and every one of the runners has 30 minutes before the catcher car makes its start and starts to bring them or reel them in. As you can see, the weather conditions for many of the European event runs and aprons are incredibly difficult. And there are stars from the sports world running for those who can't, having fun on their own. From Munich to Italy, from Georgia to Sunrise in the USA. The ski jumper Lucas Muller in Vienna in Austria. Zadar in Croatia, hosting the Wings for Life World Run for the 6th year. Down to Taiwan, Pretoria. It's the 4th time South Africa has hosted, as has Melbourne in Australia. The famous run along the Monash Highway throughout the night. And to Kakheti in Georgia, one of the beautiful runs with the Caucasus Mountains looking down, and an app run in Bratislava, Slovakia. Mumbai will be recorded as the hottest of all the app runs, 70 degrees Celsius, running around the famous Forest Woods movie set, but 70% of humidity will make India a tough race. To Slovenia, Volchechi Potok is the venue there, and Mexico City is back with the Wings for Life World Run. Back to the Olympic Park of Munich, one of the big favourites to watch out for, Flo Neuschwander, a regular to the Wings for Life World Run. Now down to Rio de Janeiro, some beautiful beaches, but also the 2017 global champion, Dominika Stelmark, the Polish runner, a long way from home, but off to a very confident and impressive start as she runs alongside the famous Copacabana beach in Brazil. Back to Zug in Switzerland, and this is David MZ. A truly remarkable performance. Taking a break, but he's not going to get back in that chair just yet. David believes he's got more to give. Trins in the Tyrol region of Austria has had unseasonal snowfall overnight, and the famous headlamps of Melbourne, Australia. Vera Nunes is down there, remember, our defending champion. The Nurgalieva sisters are running in Pretoria, South Africa, and Izmir in Turkey. Again, another host back with us for the 4th year.
This is amazing. The crowd here. No! Yeah! Woo! Good job, man. Help others. And thank you for the help.
Plenty of help for our reporter, but no help allowed for any of the competitors. Taiwan is another night race. Stockholm is in the Royal National Park, a very common and popular running location. Poznan in Poland is another long term. And here is Dominic Paris, the Olympic downhill racer, 3 times the winner in Critchbill, pulling one of his friends in a wheelchair. We're back in Chile, in Santiago, and there's an app run in Tokyo, Japan. To Sunrise in Florida, this has been one of the most popular venues, 6 former winners running here in the USA, and Kiev in the Ukraine is back with the Wings for Life World Run. And as we continue through this journey of hope and inspiration, we're all united for one great cause.
Good, we're good.
And to see more success stories like Stephen Dowd running for Great Britain. This is Stephen's story.
Yay! Oh, wow, look at that. Yay, Steve. Brilliant.
I'm often asked what that journey is from being a head on a pillow post-paralysis, just laying there in bed looking up at ceiling tiles, to being able to do some of the sporting achievements that I've managed to achieve since. I was talked into doing a charity bike ride and started training for that. I was only doing 8 miles an hour, no speed at all really, but the barrier I didn't see until it was too late. And then I went over the top and landed on my head. So I was rushed off from the injury site, like where I had the accident, to initially King's College Hospital in London, which is where the nearest A&E was. And then I was drafted by one of Professor Papadopoulos' staff and said that actually, because of your level of injury, you could be co-opted into this experimental opportunity, the experimental clinical trial. I was in intensive care, I'd just woken up, and he came to the end of my bed and said, "What can you do?" And at that point, I couldn't do much at all, but we were talking about some sensation that I was starting to get back in different places, and he said to me, "Yeah, we'll walk again." And then he disappeared, like poof, like green smoke, and then disappeared. My wife, Helen, and I were literally just looking at each other going, what that's such a bombshell to drop and then just disappear. But you know what? That gave me hope. That said to me, this isn't lost. I remember the first time I moved, it was my thumb on my left hand. It just twitched. The tiniest little movement, just a twitch. And I thought it was a spasm. I didn't think it was me at all. I was trying to move something. And I thought, right, okay, let's try that again. And I did it again, and it moved again. And as soon as I saw that move, I thought, right, that's it. I can make this happen. I made that happen. It's one of those things that doesn't happen overnight. What happens is you go from a head on a pillow to a thumb twitch, to a knee twitch, to a sensory change, and all you can hope to do is be better than yesterday. It's incredibly emotional. I've gone from being a head on a pillow with nothing below the neck to now being someone who's going to learn to ski. That's happened in the space of 3 years, and it wouldn't have happened without Wings for Life and without the work that the guys at St George's have done.
3 years now. This is the first time since you've ran. Stephen, you're doing incredibly well. How does it feel? It must be so emotional for you.
Oh my God, it really is. Yeah, it's 3 years since the injury next month. And I managed to start. I didn't fall on my face, apart from maybe just now. And I haven't stopped running since. So yeah, no walking yet. Hopefully we'll get as much running in today as we can.
Back to the live race action. 25 minutes of running has been taken in, and the catcher cars are ready. These cars make this race unique. The catcher car is literally a moving finish line. When a runner is caught by the catcher car, their race is over. New this year, increasing catcher car speed. The race is faster, the decisions for the titles are even closer. And world-famous Formula One superstar David Coulthard is in the driving seat once again with Mike Chen for company.
Here we are in the catcher car. It's warmer, DC, than it is out there. It was amazing, isn't it, when everybody started running. It was so heartwarming. Then the hailstones came, and I thought, well, it's quite good that we're in a catcher car all day.
Yeah, there's no question we've got the warmest place to be.
The catcher cars are on the road and the chase is on. Every country exactly the same speed, increasing that speed every half an hour, starting at 14 kilometers per hour or 8.7 mph. All runners, wheelchair athletes, ultra-marathon specialists and amateur runners share one goal: running for those who can't.
Spinal cord injury is what we call an orphan disorder. It does mean the numbers of patients compared to other disorders is low. To keep research ongoing, the service and supports foundations are presenting is invaluable.
The absolute only way of finding a cure is by funding medical research, and therefore we finance the world's best scientists all over the world and support them in their endeavor to find a cure.
Wings for Life has two big branches. One branch is ready to research and discovery, to find a new way how to treat patients. And the other branch is actually trying to do this.
Every donation is so important for the foundation because the more money we get, the more projects we can fund. And every project has got the potential to be the quantum leap, and it will speed up the way of finding a cure.
Back to the live action in Zillertal, Austria, where Heinz Kinnegartner is pushing his son Hannes in the wheelchair. Hannes Kinnegartner's accident in 2003 was the initial inspiration for the Wings for Life Foundation being founded.
Do you feel a lot of pressure or even more motivation? I'm really happy. Happy that the catcher car started. Last year we ran 11 kilometers. How far can we go this year? No idea at the moment.
Well, back to the live pictures. This will be the Olympic village for the athletes at the Summer Games in 2020 in Tokyo. And of course, an Olympic winter sport athlete is still hard at it in Val Ultimo in Italy. The catcher car down under in Melbourne, Australia starts to catch the runners. And look at the hail and rain in Switzerland's Zug. And they're waiting on the app for the virtual catcher car in Slovenia. There's Luc Alphand, World Cup ski champion and Dakar winner, running in Lyon in France. Sunrise in Florida, and it is a moment of joy when that catcher car finally brings your run to an end.
So why is this race important to you?
Because I'm doing something that I love. My passion is running sport in every way.
This little one had an accident 7 months ago, so just having a crack.
We collected 400 euros extra for today.
So that's 400 euros straight into the Wings for Life Foundation.
45 minutes after the start, and the catcher car is at about 3 kilometres, starting to pass the runners. From Houston to Rio de Janeiro, for many, their race is over relatively early, but that does not matter. They generally go back to the start of the race, and the party often begins. Melbourne, Australia, Izmir in Turkey, and of course to Zug in Switzerland, where the reporter catcher car team of Chenny and Coulthard are enjoying their day.
Oh, she's tight. She's tight, lad. She's tight.
They took the front wing out of the vehicle. Tell it to keep going. Go on, run! Run! Run!
This is a special moment for many runners around the globe. They have played their part in the Wings for Life World Run. They have been running for those who can't. race has been underway for 1 hour. The Kachikar continues to reel in the runners. And here we see in Melbourne, Ali Najim, a world champion beach runner who promised us he could win this race in good form early on. Now let's go over to the Olympic Park in Munich. There's a good shot here of one of the top female runners, Nikolina Sustic-Stankovic, getting into an early lead and a very impressive rhythm, clearly ahead of the rest of the other female runners. And back down in Sunrise, Florida, USA, the Kachikar continues to reel runners in from across the globe, with over 186 nations celebrating together. And you have been sending us some of your moments of joy. Let's take a close look at some of those photos from social media. This is not what we were expecting in Vienna in Austria. 13,656 registered runners fighting the rain and the cold at 4 degrees Celsius. It seems to be a similar story in Slovakia's Bratislava. Mexico City has a little help from one of the dogs. The Kachikar reels them in Poznan, Poland, and it's the same story for Stephen Dowd in London.
Well done! You've just reached 7k before the Kachikar caught you. Well done. How do you feel?
Honestly, I didn't even run 7k before my injury, so this is incredible, absolutely amazing. I don't even know what the words are to describe it. I've come from nothing 3 years ago, head on a pillow, looking at the ceiling of an ICU. And through Wings for Life and all the work they've done at St George's Hospital, here I am today, beating a personal best in distance, let alone after injury. So, yeah, really pleased.
And another spectacular app run is in Vancouver, Canada, where our reporter Layla Ann Lee is in the heart of the action.
There's a really indescribable sense of togetherness as everyone knows that they're joining a global movement to run for those who can't.
Je suis couvreur. On était sur un chantier donc d'une plateforme de tôle ondulée et où on devait remplacer celle-ci. Et au bout d'une semaine où on travaillait sur cette plateforme, je suis passé à travers. J'ai mal mis mon pied, je suis passé à travers la plateforme. Mais je pensais juste que j'étais comme une personne normale qui allait guérir au bout de 2 semaines, comme n'importe quelle petite maladie, comme un rhume. Avant l'étude, pour marcher sur le tapis roulant, j'avais besoin de 2 physios. Et maintenant, j'ai un record de 21 minutes sans physio. L'équipe est super, ils sont très dynamiques, surtout quand il y a une amélioration, un nouveau progrès. On est tous super contents, autant eux que moi, je pense, peut-être même plus eux que moi, je sais pas trop. Mais sinon, dès que j'ai besoin d'eux, je les appelle, ils viennent de jour comme de nuit, tout le temps. Ils sont tout le temps là pour moi. J'étais content, c'était une grande satisfaction. Le fait que j'arrive pas à bouger les jambes, ça me frustrait beaucoup et que là, j'arrive à dérouler le poste et j'étais assez fier.
Running for those who can't for spinal cord research. Great pictures from Taiwan, but this is one of the big names down in Santiago, Chile. Francisco Morales, 3rd in the global standings for 2016. And here is Limawork Ketema, 2 times a global winner in 2014 and 2015. Finding good rhythm. You never know. And Anita Gerharter, the CEO for the Wings for Life Foundation, caught by the Kachikar at 12 kilometres. Spectacular performance from a lady who worked so hard to make the Wings for Life Foundation work. And with the virtual Kachikar, And the virtual catcher car driver being the skier Henrik Kristoffersen. He's caught Luc Alphand, one of France's best athletes, at the 12-kilometre mark. Tokyo, they're still running through the night. And in Rio de Janeiro, the catcher car reels them in. And this is the coldest of all the locations in Val de Ultimo. Zadar in Croatia. As the speed increases of the catcher car, it reels in more and more runners. The sunniest location will be Pretoria with 4 to 5 hours of sunshine. It's perfect conditions in Mexico City. Now, Violeta Paduzinska from Poland is already a 2-time winner, but this time the Polish athlete is running in Florida. David Schöner is in the lead at 20 kilometers, running in Germany at Munich. And also running in Munich, the lead woman is Nikolina Stustic-Stankovic, looking for her 6th national title, a winner every year since the Wings for Life World Run began in 2014. More energy being taken in by the Croatian runner. And taking in food and liquid at the feeding station in Zug in Switzerland, a very important part of the run. And look at this for a celebration. Down in Pretoria, the party has already begun.
Yeah, bruh, Knuckles. Yeah,
Well done, well done.
You want a drink? You want a drink? Oh, yes. There you go, dude.
Great job, great job.
Well done.
Jimmy, Eddie, and you sound like you've got an interesting story. Why are you out here running?
One of our best mates from school, and about 6 months ago he had an accident, car accident with a road train. Him and his girlfriend both pretty badly injured. His spinal cord was literally about to snap. He's part of the 1%ers. So we're out here doing all we can. Give it a good crack for him.
Let's go down to Vienna in Austria. The 2-time global winner, Limawerk Ketema, is at 21 kilometres. There's some conversation going on with the lead bike cyclist. And, well, it looks like this could be enough. Look at him peel away to the side here. And the 2-time global champion, that little salute to me, says it looks like he's had enough, or he may be taking a break. The virtual catcher car brings a stop to the women's race in Tokyo, Japan. This is Arazan Gulcin leading in Izmir in Turkey. That's the women's race leader. He's off again. This is good to see. Ketema, who we thought was pulling out, has decided to continue. Kiev and Kakheti in the Ukraine and Georgia sees their numbers whittled away by the catcher car. Dominika Stelmark, 4 different races in 4 different continents. Olyesa Nurgalieva, the Russian twins, are running in Pretoria, 3rd in the global race of 2018, and of course the national winner in Turkey a year ago. No surprise to see this man leading in Switzerland and Zug. This is Francisco Mascherpa, Italian runner, at 27 kilometres. Sjöblom, the Swedish winner, and he won in Switzerland actually last year, opting to run in Pretoria this year. Niklas Sjöblom of Sweden is another quality runner, as is Robert Radojkovic from Croatia, and he's leading in Zadar. Now, it's no surprise to see the run over in the Val de Ultimo, some unbelievably wintry conditions.
The catcher car's finally here and has caught us. How are you? And that's it. It's been a cool night. Pulled up just in time for a bus.
So as the race is over for most of the amateur runners, let's take a look at some of the colourful characters that have made everybody smile today.
Now I can do this. Sprint! Come on! Faster!
Back to the live action, and our current leader in Poznan, Poland, is Tomasz Ozmulski. Looking very comfortable with his running style, relaxed in the shoulders, good cadence. Taiwan, they're still ahead of the catcher car, running through the night, of course. And this is the winner in Nijmegen in the Netherlands. Raymond Vleghert is our Dutch winner. And look at the winds here in Izmir, Turkey, gusting at up to 58 kilometers per hour, but it doesn't deter the Russian runner Ivan Motorin, comfortably ahead of the rest of the field, even though it looks like the gentlemen behind him on the bikes are about to be blown off at any moment. Now, down to Rio de Janeiro. Luis Barbosa and Andreas Strassner, Brazilian and German runners, clear. Let's not forget Strassner of Germany, and there you see him on screen, was second in the global standings last year. A new ultramarathon star from Germany, and another marathon star from Germany, but running in his home country and city of Munich, is David Schönherr. Let's take a look at some of the best impressions from social media. Now, the decision for the women's race is starting to get closer and closer in Slovenia. It is Georgina Nyoki of Kenya that has taken the national title there. And to Karketi, where Gayan Ustyan is just caught by the catcher car, taking the women's title in Georgia. The women's competition now getting close to its end. There are 7 women left in the chase for the female global title. This is last year's winner on your screen, running in Melbourne, Australia, Vera Nunes. The million-dollar question, can she do it for a second year of asking? She's a small, petite athlete, but is full of passion and fire. Karin Freitag is pushing and pushing hard in Vienna. At 46 kilometers, the Austrian runner still looking strong. This is Ines Josic, running in Zadar in Croatia. Time for a kiss, and still ahead of the catcher car. Nikolina Sustic-Stankovic, just struggling a little here, fighting the pain. She's a multiple winner. Now, Dominika Stelmark, a 2017 global champion, running in Rio de Janeiro, as we said earlier, hoping to make this her 4th victory in 4 different continents. 5th globally last year, top position 2017. Over to Switzerland and Zug. This is Nina Zorina, an impressive Russian performer. She's got some form from marathon distance, 2 hours 43. Of course, marathon distance is 42 kilometers, but she's looking very strong. The battle is on now for the global lead. As you can see, they are so close together, the top 3 in the women's race. But here's the big story. Vera Nunes has been caught, and in 2019 will have to settle for 7th place. We will have a new global winner for 2019.
Well done. Congratulations.
Dominika Stelmark in Rio de Janeiro looks to find another gear, pushing and kicking once again at 49.9 kilometers. Josic is race over. She's the national champion in Zadar, Croatia at 48.7 kilometers. That's a huge PB for Ines. Well, it's an unorthodox running style for Nikolina Sustic-Stankovic, but she's looking strong. Freitag with the catcher car looming. She's done enough to win here in Vienna again. She won in 2018. And the 39-year-old Austrian will be out now in Germany. It is Sustic Stankovic. Here she is again at 50 kilometers. Superb performance, currently leading in Munich. Dominika Stelmark in Rio de Janeiro. It's a lovely long shot from the cameraman there, and there is no sign of the catcher car. Dominika Stelmark looking for her second global win. This is the big surprise. Currently in the top three, this is Nina Zarina, a Russian marathon runner that's gone further than any distance she has before. But I have to say, Zarina looking very light with that bouncy, fluid running style. They're the three left in the race. Here's Zarina at 51.6 kilometers. Little bit of words from the lead cyclist there. More turns to be taken in for Dominika Stelmark. Pushing, she's been here before. She knows exactly what's required as we're right down to the business end of the chase for the women's global title. 52 kilometers, 51.2 and 51.1. Well, 2 in Europe, 1 in South America, but here we can see the catcher car is starting to bear down on Nikolina Sustic-Stankovic running in Germany. It's the same story also for Dominika Stelmark. It looks to me that Zarina on the right of your screens is clear in Switzerland. Little more information coming from the lead cyclists, Stelmark and Sustic-Stankovic in Rio and Munich, and it's all over. Nikolina Sustic-Stankovic, third global winner, top position in Munich, Germany. It's another brilliant performance from the Croatian.
I'm very happy for my fifth Wings for Life victory in 5 different countries.
5 amazing national titles for Sustic-Stankovic, but who will be the global champion of 2019? And there is the catcher car looming down on Dominika Stelmark. Can she find a little more? And it looks like Nina Zarina has beaten the Polish runner as Stelmark has nothing left in the tank. The speed of the catcher car just draws level, and Dominika Stelmark's dream of a second global title looks to be shattered as Stelmark will have to settle for runner-up position. It is the Russian Nina Zarina running in Zug in Switzerland that will take the global title. She just hangs on, and this is a huge surprise, but a spectacular run with congratulations from Chenny and Coulthard.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Congratulations.
No woman make more.
Are you sure?
I am 100% sure, and this is a reaction.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was like 30 degrees and no wind. I was like praying for the wind, but this time there was no wind. Oh my God.
Confirmation that Nina Zarina is the 2019 Wings for Life World Run champion after only finishing 12th in this race a year ago. Stelmark and Sustic-Stankovic taking second and third. So the 31-year-old Croatian takes a 5th record-breaking title in Munich. Stelmark takes her 3rd and runner-up position. There's a new kid on the block, Nina Zarina from Russia. Now, the men's race is still very much on, but for a lot of the app runners around the world, the competition is coming to a close. Our virtual catcher car driver, which is Henrik Kristoffersen, the famous young Norwegian skier, gives that little buzz when he's caught you on the app run. And last year's national champion, Callum Neff, is running an app run in Houston, Texas. 48 kilometers, good result, but only 87th in the global rankings.
This year was fairly flat, but of course it was hot and muggy. Welcome to Houston, Texas in May.
Another national title is decided down to Santiago in Chile. This is Francisco Morales, best of the app runners at 55 kilometers, winning in Chile and 17th overall. bringing all of the app runs to an end for the Wings for Life World Run 2019. Three hours 45 of race time. We've gone beyond the marathon distance. Dariusz Noizinski of Poland is the winner in Sunrise, Florida. Takaketi and Shokeli Levan wins in Georgia, 29th position in the global rankings. The Swedish runner Niklas Sjöblom, long way from home, but the winner in Pretoria and 27th overall. And in what was a very cold, wet and damp run in Vienna, Austria, top male runner is Wojciech Baran, taking 19th position in the global standings. With most of the top runners now being caught, only 8 men are in the race and in the hunt for the global title for the Wings for Life World Run 2019. And here in Zug in Switzerland is the end of the race for Francisco Maspera, the Italian. Winning in Switzerland, taking 8th position in the global standings. Sherbukin, running in Melbourne, Australia, was one of the Russian runners that many tipped for a top 3 today, not to be. 7th position at 58.74 kilometres. Now, there are 4 athletes still in the race, 2 of them in Germany, whilst we focus on the leader, Schönherr. Stakira of Poland and Barbosa in Brazil have just been caught, and they will take 5th and 6th position. Barbosa 5th, Stakira 6th. 2 runners in Germany. We focus on the leader, Schönherr, but just behind Schönherr, yet to be caught by the catcher car, is Flo Neuschwander. Now, Ivan Motorin on screen, running in Izmir in Turkey. He's had to deal with those blustery wind conditions, is still looking comfortably ahead of the catcher car, and I must say he's got a good rhythm. This is an amazing story. David Schönherr was running the London Marathon just a week ago. He's a youngster, just 29 years of age, in unfamiliar territory. He's never run this far before. This is one of the big guns that we do expect to go to the top of the field, and this is another German runner, Andreas Strassner, but he's running in Rio de Janeiro down in Brazil. He's got a very busy, quick-moving style and technique, and that has him right in contention to possibly go one better than his runner-up a year ago. So Izmir is just ahead of the catcher car, as Munich is second, but remember there are 2 there, and Rio de Janeiro is the closest, so it could be Strassner to go first. Now, has Ivan Motorin, a Russian runner, paced himself perfectly? Remember, we have new catcher car speeds for 2019, and they are starting to increase and get really quick as we're right down to the business end. And Andreas Strassner finds a little more, but the catcher car is looming. It's at 26 kilometers per hour. That's 16.2 mph, and the 40-year-old German Strassner's race is over. He will have to settle for 4th position. That's still a brilliant achievement. This is the man who won in Munich last year and was the surprise runner-up in the global race. Well, Strassner tells us what a wonderful city Rio is. It's always summer here. Really cool.
My head is so hot.
Strassner takes 4th position. 3 left to go. 3 still ahead of the catcher car. So Strassner, 3 hours 54, a distance of 61.25 kilometres. Now, Neuschwander has been caught in Munich, Germany, and has officially taken third position with 61.59 kilometres, so we're down to just 2. Our winner will be in Munich, Germany, with David Schöner, who's at the 62-metre mark, or it will come from Turkey, the city of Izmir, and Ivan Motorin, who, for me, is looking a little tired. Remember, the weather is at 24 degrees Celsius, but the winds have been as high as 58 kilometres per hour in Turkey. They are very close. Still no decision at around about 62 kilometres. There is Motorin in the blue shirt now. He seems to find a little more. Has the Russian found another gear? The current leader looks to be kicking once again in his quest to take the global title for 2019. There's the catcher car, and the German is in trouble. And it looks like David Schöner is about to be caught. This is another spectacular performance. Another new star has been discovered in Germany. David Schöner, at just 29 years of age, is the champion of Munich and second in the overall standings. Motorin is still ahead of the catcher car. You can just see it as the Russian finds one little burst of speed to try and improve his own personal best. He's just off 4 hours of running here, and he's over 64 kilometres. This is the new Wings for Life World Run Global Champion. Ivan Motorin from Russia has done it, and he's done it in style. Brilliant performance to stop the youngster from Germany. Thank you so much. The words from Motorin. He's stoked to have won. And this is a spectacular picture, real sportsmanship. Flo Neuschwander showing his appreciation and respect to fellow German David Schöner. It's a heartwarming moment of camaraderie in the spirit of the Wings for Life World Run.
At kilometer 50, I had cramps in my calf, so I thought I can't go on. But somehow my body ran and ran and ran, and for me it's a miracle that that I can run over 60 kilometers today.
In the men's race, the course in Munich proved to be very fast, with Neuschwander taking third position, but it wasn't enough for the win in Germany. David Schöner ran a little bit over 1 kilometre more to claim the national title and second place worldwide. The global victory went to Ivan Motorin from Russia, who ran 64.37 kilometres in Izmir, Turkey. Congratulations to the new global champion of the Wings for Life World Run 2019, Ivan Motorin.
It's been an amazing run here at Zillertal. It was freezing cold. It still is freezing cold.
Blood, sweat, tears. Belgium, you smashed it! It's been an absolutely fantastic atmosphere where everybody was supporting everyone.
Our leading man is done, and I think he's going to hitch a ride in the rickshaw home. I don't blame him.
It has been an absolute pleasure. I'm staggered that all the wings are still on that thing. It got tight at times.
Yeah, I think the runners were a lot better than my driving, but that's why I retired.
You did well.
It's well past midnight down here. We've got work tomorrow, don't we? Yeah. It's going to be a short night.
People out there, they're running for their friends. They're trying to make a difference. And I think together, today, we made a difference. We raised a lot of money that is going to help people all over the world. And hopefully, one day, a lot of us that are in wheelchairs will be able to walk. And one day, we'll be able to run this race.
Amateur runners, endurance runners and wheelchair athletes achieved a total of 1,103,276 kilometres. A huge step to find a cure for spinal cord injury.
Even the rain in Vienna didn't stop people from having a good time and just being cheerful and enjoying themselves. For me, personally, the most emotional moment was when we saw David Dempsey in Switzerland walk across the start line. I mean, did you see the broad smile on his face? This is what the Wings for Life World Run is all about. Today, we raised 3.5 million euros. And with this money, we can continue our journey. We can continue our search to find a cure for spinal cord injury. I'd like to thank everyone who made this happen, all the runners, the volunteers, everyone who donated, all of our sponsors. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, because you rock.
What an event this has been. And it leaves us to say goodbye from the Wings for Life World Run 2019.
It's great to see so many people for such a great cause. Thank you.
Wings for Life! Let's go, come!
Thank you very much. Thank you for all, for this race, for everything.
It was fantastic. A great race indeed.
And we'll see you on May the 3rd, 2020, where we'll all be running for those who can't.
Thank you so much for everyone who made this possible. Woo!